Hi guys, Goose here. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Okay, so let me just show you my basic tone here. We're going to go through my basic setup and some knowledge that I've taken 25 years to learn, actually more. I've been playing guitar for 28 years, I can't believe it. 29 years maybe even, oh my god. Long time anyway. Now, I'm just going to go through my setup here, and then we're going to talk about some philosophy about playing and some ideas that maybe you want to take away with you. I don't want to lecture anybody. The last thing I like to do, there's a lot of people on YouTube that lecture and say, you need this, you need to do this. I'm just going to tell you my kind of point of view. This is my opinion for myself. Now, if you agree with this, that's amazing. God bless you. If you don't, hey man, that's cool. Tell me why in the comments, why you don't agree with me, and it'd be great to hear your opinion. That's what it's all about. It's all, we're all trying to get to the same place, and that's make great music with a great tone. Okay, so my philosophy is to keep things simple, and I try to base my sound around 4 or 5 pedals, or 4 or 5 different sounds, and with that in mind, if I'm working on a production, a song, I'm going to be using one of those 4 sounds. Okay, I don't have to think, okay, I'm going to bring a chorus in and flanger in, I'm going to bring a univibe. No, I don't do that. Okay, so if you want me, if you call me up and say, hey Goose, I need you to play on this track, you're going to get me with one of my 4 sounds. That's it. If you want a guy playing chorus pedal, it's not going to happen from me. That's not what I do. So let's get on with this. So basically, my clean sound is just that. It's a clean sound, and I have a slapback delay. Now I'm using the Crucial Audio slapback. It's an incredible pedal, but you don't need that. You just need a delay from like a Boss pedal. Prince used, Prince, great guitar player. He used Boss pedals, So if he used Boss pedals, then if it's good enough for Prince, it's good enough for all of us. God rest his soul. So it's just a slapback delay, and it just gives me a little bit of a, echo. Right, I got that idea from Rycuda and Robin Ford. It's not my own idea. Both Rycuda and Robin Ford, that's what they do, and I copied them. I copied Robin Ford first, and Rycuda actually started doing it maybe 5 years ago. So that slapback is on all the time. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, what I'm playing, I always have that slapback. Okay, so then we're going to have an ambient delay. So this is a quicksilver delay, but it doesn't matter what make it is. It can be 2 Boss pedals, or a delay that you can stack, but you're stacking one delay on top of another. So now I'm stacking an ambient delay on top of the slapback, okay, and we're going to have some beautiful sounds. Okay. Then what I'm using next is my boost or overdrive. Now this is something I do swap out a little bit. At the moment I'm really into, my friend Brian got me into boosts. My friend Brian Prophet, he collected something like 20 boost pedals, and every time I go around his house he would check out this new boost pedal. So thanks to Brian, I'm into boost pedals, and this is called the Tone Nugget from Crucial Audio again. Thanks to Tone Nugget. All it's doing is making my signal a little bit louder, maybe a little bit of an edge on it, I'm not sure. Doesn't do much, but just lifts the signal. Now I also like the Klon Archer pedal, which is great, and I use that as a little bit of a boost with an edge. And I also like a Tube Screamer with some tweaks as well. So that position on my board, a very small board, will take one of those 3 pedals, you know. But at the moment, like I said, I'm liking boosts. Okay, then we got the fuzz pedal. The fuzz pedal, I have 2 uses for this. The first is like if I'm doing some kind of craziness where I'm just like, so in production in a track, I might just want that sort of padding, you know, or else I might want to do some kind of North Hill, Mississippi blues. And I'll use it with just the fuzz and the slapback, okay? So that's my sound. But if I want to solo, you know, sort of more Hendrixy or whatever, if I want to solo with the fuzz, I tend to use it with that ambient delay. Remember, I've still got the slapback on all the time, but I just put that ambient delay just to make it sound a little bit more friendly, I guess. Let's get some more. Let's do that. So hopefully that explains the fuzz situation there. Right, okay, then lastly, really, I have the vibrato. And the vibrato is a reverberamo unit just behind my chair. Can't see it at the moment. And this vibrato is, instead of, you know, you got chorus, you got univibe, you got flanger, you got tremolo, you got all these kind of things. But I just tend to use one sound, vibrato. Okay, so if you call up the Goose, can you come play my track? And if you want that kind of a wobble or something, you're going to get my vibrato. That's it. There's no argument. Okay, so this is the vibrato effect. So I really like that, and that's, you know, you kind of use it, you know, for just being spacious. And then if you put your ambient delay on top of that, you can kind of see where we're going with that. So really, that's it. That is basically my sound. Now, I'm also using an overdrive special style clone here, yeah, from Mystic Blues. So now that gives me, it gives me overdrive, yeah, because it's an overdrive special. So. Boost on there to boost that overdrive more. Okay, so there you go. So I've got a few little options there, but I only actually have 1, 2, 3 pedals. I have 3 pedals, okay, on the floor, 3 pedals. But I have another delay at the back. So anyway, it doesn't matter about that. What I'm saying to you guys is, in this 10 little minute video, actually my good friend Turan, this is a question from him, is, you know, he was asking about what amps and what pedals, and it really comes down to your fingers. Okay, that's where the magic is. 99.9% of your tone is from your fingers. So you should be able to plug a Squier guitar into a 80s PV PA and sound amazing, or a Gorilla amp, you know. I've been in the Sahara Desert many times playing with guys from Mali who play a Squier guitar through a Gorilla type amp or PVPA, a monitor wedge, and they sound incredible. Why do they sound incredible? Because they focus on their fingers and their rhythm playing, and they don't focus on, you know, buying pedals and boutique amps. Okay, the boutique amps and the boutique pedals are going to give you 0.01% of your tone. Okay, the rest of your tone comes from here, your brain, and your rhythm comes from this hand. You know, depending on what hand you play, and the tone, you're going to manipulate that tone with your left hand. That's where it all comes from. Okay, now the famous players who are known for 3 or 4 effects, like, you know, a lot of Andy Summers, you know, he had his flanger, he had his echoplexes, and his overdrive. You know, most guitar players, famous guitar players that you love and I love, they were known for 4 effects, 4 or 5 effects. So chuck away the switching unit, chuck away all that rubbish, get yourself down to 4 or 5 pedals maximum. If you can play with 1 pedal or 0 pedals, hey, you're a better man than me. But get it down, you know, get the focus on, you know, the music, the song that you're writing, or the solo, and concentrate on that. That's where 99.9% of your time should focus and energy should be on playing, not looking for the next pedal. You know, that boutique stuff that they're trying to sell you, or these other YouTubers, they're trying to sell you all these gizmos, it's all rubbish. Because think about it, Prince only used Boss pedals and he sounds better than most guitar players. God rest his soul. So, you know, get it back to the playing, guys. Get it back to learning. You know, spend your money on lessons, you know, or videos or books, and forget the pedals. Or if you have to bring pedals in, boil your sound down to 3 or 4 different sounds. You know, that's what I have. I only use these effects now. If you want me to come and play on your album or your gig, you're going to get me and those sounds. I'm not going to bring in any more sounds because life is too short to learn how to use another gizmo or effect. You know, I want to concentrate on myself becoming a better guitar player, a better songwriter, a better singer. That's what my focus is on. But I love using the effects that I have, and I get to know them very, very well. You know, there's a lot you can do with a fuzz. There's a lot of different things you can do. There's a lot of different things you know. I have more than enough effects with what I have there. I don't want to complicate my life with silly switching units or all of that rubbish. Anything like that. Anything that takes away from the music and the study of music, forget it. You know. So hopefully this little video will help you guys. Like I said, this is just my opinion. You may have another opinion. You may be like, you know, it's all about the effects. You know. Think about it. Those switching units that Andy Summers had in the 80s and Jimmy Page, they were doing massive concerts. Okay, massive concerts. That's why they were jumping around like lunatics on stage. You know, or they were high on whatever drugs. And that's why they needed the switching units, you know. We don't need switching units, trust me, especially now. There's no gigs anyway. So if you've got a switching unit, sell it. If you've got 20 pedals, sell them. And get it back to this. And 3 or 4 different sounds. Okay guys, God bless. This is the Goose signing out. Take care.